one point, I believe, the staff told me that it was a state program, and they talked about some of the questions they were asking, and then I had confirmed that that may not totally be the case. Some of the questions that were asked were by the state curriculum people that came in did some personal development time. Is that correct, Dr. Gray?
Professional development.
PD, yeah. So it was in their own undertaking that they took that on. So I'll get a copy to Ms. Mosier, and then we'll maybe we can have another discussion. So thanks for your time on that.
Any other board committee reports or bulletins this evening?
Just a couple things. One, and I think Dr. Gray brought this up, but just what a thrill, an absolute thrill it was seeing Brighton High School marching band in the Detroit Thanksgiving Day Parade. We're waiting and seeing them go by, and there was actually a couple folks, kids that my kids were in marching band with and stuff, so we got pictures of the TV while we were going by. It was really, really cool seeing the band going by. It was, I think, pretty brutally cold on that day, but watching the marching band go by. And then another high note is that the Brighton High School and the Hartman High School APCS class are coming on a field trip down to U of M to my class to actually vote on some of the games that were developed this semester by freshmen at U of M. They're games to help kids who are visually impaired belong. So they're coming down to take a look at this and hopefully get enthused about computer science and possible career choice.
Cool.
And that's on December 10th.
Thank you. Anything else? All right, that moves us to second call to the public. If anyone wishes to address the board this evening in second call, please step to the podium, and we ask that the same rules apply.
Hi, it's Sue Ellen Eggins, 1058 Hillcrest. So we were at the Holiday Lights Parade, and the JROTC from Howell High School marched by. How many do you think there were, Will?
40
And
members.
their school has 800 more students than ours does. So it just, what really concerns me is that I read about it while we were sitting here. It's actually federal law. You have to have 100 or 10% enrolled. It's federal law. So it's not negotiable. How they actually execute that, they may give you a year or two to extricate yourself from it, but it's federal law, which school board policy does not stand up to. So if we don't keep 100, which would be a much larger percentage, I'd have to do the math, but approximately 3 times the percentage of, excuse me, Trustee Conley, I'm talking. I can wait.
Go ahead, Ms. Eggins.
I wish you would stop him as the chair.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyway, as a percentage, it'd be 3 or 4 times, we'd have to have 3 or 4 times the percentage of our student body enrolled in JROTC as Howell does, which I think is unlikely. And so then what that brings to mind is, let's say we get there. Okay, let's say we get to this unlikely number. Let's say we get 103. The attrition rate is rather high. So the next year it might be 90. So what does JROTC do to make up those extra 10? Are they now recruiting in our middle school, like I'm reading about online while I'm sitting here? Trying to encourage our middle school kids to go into JROTC, when they get to be freshmen? It's going to be really hard to get 100 kids in this, but it's going to be even harder to keep 100 kids in it. And I don't want to be recruiting 12 and 13 and 14-year-old men and women, young men and women into this in order to sustain it. And I come from this from a perspective where we were in a program where we couldn't maintain the enrollment we needed. And it was an utter failure, right? Because we couldn't maintain the enrollment we needed. And so it's very destabilizing for the student. It's very destabilizing for the school, very destabilizing for the staff. We have a program that means a lot to those 60, 70, 80, 90 kids who are enrolled in it, and then they cancel the program because they couldn't keep the enrollment. We've been through that, and it was pretty devastating. So I just want to say that, you know, I understand everybody wants to not be critical of this. I understand that there are implications to being critical of JROTC that have political subtext. I think that we need to, you know, name that elephant in the room and, you know, just look at this mathematically. It's not very likely that we're going to maintain 100 students in this program when Howell's got 40. Thank you.
Thank you.
John Conley, Brighton, Michigan. Howell has 150 students in the junior ROTC program, and it's robust into capacity and can't accept any more students. And the facts of the things that go on in the boardroom, the rudeness and audience participation and laughter and finger pointing and film and different things that go on in this place are unbelievable, unsurpassed by some people that come to these meetings. But I think that because it's a public situation and it's open to public and we're open and free on ideas, and hopefully we garner something positive out of every experience, no matter what that experience is. And some are pretty lousy experiences, especially when you put yourself out there as a public official. But at the same time, you see the development and to see the student growth and to see the opportunities that our students have now from sticking their neck out there, and that includes most everybody sitting up there in different fashions. And being, you put yourself up for ridicule when you make decisions and try to make things better. And then when everything works out, I haven't heard of much people not many people come up and say, geez, that's going to have been a great program. So, there's that insight. And now thousands of kids are getting a better education because of the management of the school district and a lot of board members that worked pretty much tireless hours at volunteer wages, which are no wages, and even fuel expenses. And so I think that we have to be careful how we ridicule. And also when we have our facts straight, I think 150 students and having 40 turnout for an opportunity and celebration in the parade is probably a pretty good turnout by percentage. It was a holiday time and everybody's on vacations. So anyway, I'd like to thank the board for their time and consideration and all the things that we work on, and we'll be over on this side here shortly. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to address the board this evening? Okay, seeing none, that'll close second call to the public. Our next meeting is Monday, December 10th, 2018 at 7 p.m. This meeting is adjourned.